What's up, everybody? This is Joe with Off Grid Solitude, and I'm out here in the high deserts of Arizona slowly building an off grid homestead. And it's been windy just about all week. But yesterday, or last night, I had some damaging gusts, so I've been running around this morning repairing all the essentials and things that have to be fixed right away, and making a list of all the other little things that I have to fix in the coming days. I had a few damaging wind gusts last night or yesterday. Not to everything. You can see my goat shed is still standing, which is nice. That's not concreted down or anchored down. It's just got a few bags of concrete in there to give it some weight, but it's just on sleds. I don't know if the wind came from a different direction or something, but there was damage in places that it usually isn't, and the stuff that usually has a problem in the wind is fine. My chicken coop behind me had some problem. You can see the tarp, the sunshade, that ripped down, so I had to put that back up, and I took a few things with it, so I had to put them back. So I was making repairs this morning. My shed behind me is all in one piece. The wind didn't even loosen any of the plywood, which is surprising to me because, as you know, that's been giving me a problem. You know, the wind is so many pounds per square foot. So if you've got a big sheet, you know, it's like a parachute practically. The wind can really take it away. So I try to keep things open. My rabbit pen, my goat pen, and my chicken coop, I try to just keep, 2x4 posts with fencing in between it so it doesn't catch the wind. But the wind can really catch just a 2x4 and put a lot of pressure on it. I'm very surprised at that. In a previous video, I showed you that I put up just the studs of a wall section. My goats knocked it down in the beginning, and the wind would knock it down. So I put a cross bracing in each direction, in all front, back, left, right, all four directions. I put cross bracing, and I lagged the 2x4s down to my concrete footer. But the wind gust yesterday ripped out the lags, knocked it over, and even splintered one of the 2x4s. And you could tell there was a lot of uplift. It wasn't just knocking it over. It was lifting those 2x4s. That's a big problem I have to deal with here. But it's not just me. My neighbor put up these parking lot lights in his backyard. And the wind has snapped those off a few times. I've seen him out there repairing it. If 2x4s that don't catch the wind can't stand up, then what chance do I have with plywood? So it's been a couple of failed attempts. I know it'd be stronger if I finished it. I had all four walls and rafters on it. That would hold up. But it's just one person. I can only do a small section at a time. I have a heart condition too, so I can't get as much done as the average person or as I want to. I did a few repairs this morning on the chicken coop, like I said, and I'm already tired. But later on, I'll put that wall section back up and see what I can figure out. Maybe I'll pour some concrete on it, weigh it down a little bit. My plan is to infill those studs with concrete, add thermal mass, and give it some extra strength. So maybe if I start pouring some concrete, that'll help weigh it down. I'm a little worried though, because if a concrete wall falls down, there's no way I can pick that back up. I'd have to demolish it and start again. So I'm a little worried. I bought some foam board insulation that's going to go in my wall, act as a thermal barrier. But even the slightest of breezes kind of will pull a sheet like that out of my hands. So I left it in the truck so it doesn't get damaged. I've got a sheet of plywood on top, and that bucket is full of concrete up there, so it's weighed down pretty heavily. It doesn't show any damage, so I'm thankful for that. But I'm really hesitant to put that in the wall. So I haven't left the planning stage yet. He's very friendly. Unfortunately, he smells pretty bad. So when he does this, I end up smelling pretty bad too. Just a quick update. I'll see you next time.